We are here in Morocco, in the desert, testing the Yamaha YXZ1000R Turbo.
Here in Morocco, basically our main tests are suspension setup, and the second thing is performance. But performance is only the second part, because first you need reliability. So that's our main goal after setting up the suspension. Suspension setup is done. Endurance, we are not finished yet on the test, but we are quite happy with that so far. There's some small things we have to cure, but with the temperatures out here over 40 degrees, I think it's an absolutely perfect ground here in Morocco to test and to see what the machine can do under those conditions.
I was last year driving the more or less, let's say, standard side-by-side or standard Yamaha. It was already a really good car. We had a lot of fun in the Dakar, but now I can say I'm really impressed what I can test now. It's a super nice car, it's super powerful. Yeah, very impressed about the precision of the car.
The original prototype which we thought was really beginners who start with the car, who want to have fun. So we try to make something with a motorbiker who has a Yamaha, who has a quad or something like this, can go then the next step, starts with a co-driver, starts the race. For that was basically the basic idea. After the first Dakar we noticed that the chassis, suspension, all what we built was really good. And then, yeah, the cycle started, put it this way.
My first impression is the high level of performance of the Yamaha Turbo. Now I think that we have the perfect balance between chassis performance and engine power.
I mean, the transition from the standard to the prototype was easy, because it was just like jumping in the car, having more power, more acceleration.
You got some experience, you see that the chassis is good, you see that a good design on suspension, you notice that there is more performance, it was only missing power. And then the goal was to have something where you are able to win. What was super important now to get performance out of the car, get the engine better tuned, changing a lot of other things to get that performance, able to keep the car up with the performance of the engine.
It is very important to test in this terrain and this heat, because it is the natural habitat of this vehicle. Normally this vehicle races in the desert, and it can get into these temperatures, it can get into these extreme conditions. So we really wanted to push more, to be harder in the test than in the race.